Well, in answer to that question, Randy, been doing great today. Been doing great today. And, man, a lot been going on today. A lot. It's crazy the things that are falling into our lap. And let me point out one thing, guys. Let me point out one thing real quick. These two guys, these two, new information came out today about Hunter Biden and his involvement with Burisma and the great paychecks he was getting because he was selling really access to his father, the vice president. And let me say this, everybody. No matter how hard Facebook, Twitter, and the likes of these big tech companies, no matter how hard they try, the word is going to get out about these two and the corruption that exists between them. They're living the life of the rich and famous off the backs of the taxpayers. They've sold us out so many times. It's unbelievable, guys, that we have people that are campaigning in the streets, that are rioting in the streets, and hating the corporate world, and yet these two are some of the biggest benefiters. It's incredible that people don't see through this. Joe Biden has been in politics for 47 years, and that is 47 years too long. There's no way we can let these people, these corrupt people, win. And that includes his choice for Vice President, Kamala Harris. We just can't let this happen. We cannot let this happen. You've got to help attack these people. And I can't imagine that anybody hasn't made up their mind at this point. Really? Do you really believe there's some undecideds out there that haven't been paying any attention? Well, maybe these two should get their attention. But Twitter, Facebook, others are trying to silence the media, not the mainstream media. There's other media sources out there today, as we all know, including our own on this channel. And if we disappear off of Facebook, we disappear off Twitter, we disappear off YouTube, you can find us at TexasBikerRadio.org. You certainly can. You certainly can. The news about these two and the things they've been doing, and the fact that that family, like many others over the years, have enriched themselves while in office. And just like we told you the other day about Joe Biden, since he left politics, or since he was finished being the vice president of Barack Obama, and there's no telling how much he walked away with. And there's a new story out there now, some whistleblower, and we'll talk about that in a minute. It's crazy. And Randy, you're right. Karma is a funny thing. It is a funny thing. So I decided to put on my Heisman hat tonight just to celebrate the fact that these people are being exposed. And we're ready to rock and roll. And I'll tell you why. because I'm fixing to change. I'm fixing to change again, everybody. Hang on, here we go. Whoop, there we go. So let's talk about these two. Wolf Blitzer and Nancy Pelosi. Now, Nancy Pelosi's head exploded. Her head exploded the other day when Wolf Blitzer dared to ask her why she was stalling on the stimulus package, that there are millions of Americans out there that need help. And he's concerned about them. There are homeless people. There are people fighting for their family, for their lives. So Nancy Pelosi explodes. Now, let me say this. Let me say this right now. It was, what, a week or two ago that we started talking about stimulus for the people? I mean, we were talking about this way before anybody else was. So we have a Facebook page called Stimulus for the People. You know, and unless Facebook is jacking with us and not helping us steer people to our page, because we have definitely asked for people to go there and join up. Because I can tell you what we're going to do. The other night we ran if you saw the video, we did a RECON mission looking at some places we're going to be going to. And starting next Monday night, even if it's just me by myself. And don't think I won't do that, because I've done it before. I did a one-man riot down in front of Victory Plaza one night in downtown Dallas, or one day. I'm not beyond doing that. But we have opportunity now with the mainstream media. I guess they listened to us. Somebody did, because all of a sudden everybody started talking about it. First it was one of the local guys here, and now it's up there national. And Wolf Blitzer dare ask Nancy Pelosi a question. She chewed his ass out, basically. What she did. Yeah. So starting Monday night, we're going to be hitting some places. It's going to be all week long. We're going to go somewhere every night. We're going to protest. We're going to wave signs. And, where we go first will be released Monday morning. And then there'll be someplace else out in front of some news center, night after night after night. And it'll end not this next weekend, but the weekend after that. Remember, this starts Monday night. The weekend after that, we will be going, we will do our final protest either in Dallas or Fort Worth or Frisco or someplace like that. And hopefully by then we've gathered up some steam and we've got more people. We'll make a scene. We'll ask Nancy Pelosi, hey, get in there and negotiate. Give the president a bill without all the pork that deals with the stimulus money. Get the money into the people's pockets. Forget about your damn party. Forget about the damn election. Forget about any of that crap. Forget about yourself, your ice cream, everything else. Forget about it, Nancy Pelosi. Get a bill to the president's desk. If you can't negotiate, just send him a bill that gets money into the pockets of the people and businesses that are in dire straits. Do it. Do it. Do it now. And that's going to be our chant all the way through. We're going to put great pressure. Hopefully, if you join in, you pass the word. Hopefully, we'll have a revolution going on, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, wherever else. I need you, or we need you, or we need each other, let's put it that way, because it's going to take us all to push her into getting the job done. And if you're sick and tired of seeing that smirky grin of hers and I think we'll post this video of Nancy Pelosi and Wolf Blitzer. A lot of times we capture these videos just in case they're going to disappear. Yeah. So you can see those at TexasBikerRadio.org. And like I said, if we get kicked off of YouTube, we get kicked off of these other high-tech companies, we will be at TexasBikerRadio.org if we all of a sudden go missing. But so far, they've been good to us. They think we're small enough that we don't matter. So they're not really worried about us till we maybe get 100, 200,000 people signed up. That's when they'll start worrying. But, hey, share and like our program. OG will be back in studio with me next Tuesday, if not sooner. Now, I do have a planned trip. I will be on the road starting tomorrow. And I'll try and do as much as I can in the way of broadcast till I'm back on Sunday. So, and Sunday night I'll be on, for sure. But if anything happens important, I'll let you know. And the protests and the things we're going to do start Monday night. Like I said, I may be the only damn one out there, but I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. I ain't scared of that shit at all. And I'm not afraid of the mainstream media or any of these people like these creeps right here. And she had the nerve to tell Wolf Blitzer, why are you taking up for the right? Have you ever seen Wolf Blitzer? I mean, these people are two peas in a pod. They're both socialists. And so, but one of them is all of a sudden concerned about the people. That this is backfiring on them. This is not going to work out well, holding the stimulus money back as people head to the polls. And matter of fact is, we need to be raising enough hell this weekend online that the people that are fixing to go vote the right way. Because there's no way in hell we need a socialist country. There's no way in hell we want to let the corruption continue. Matter of fact is, I think we can get Donald Trump's ear and enough Republicans' ears and enough Democrats' ears that we have to end this stuff. And we do have to end the stuff with the selective the selective manners of these high-tech companies. I mean, they're all in on this socialist thing. They're all in on it. And there will be a time if they get their way that this backfires on them. Because they didn't build that. The people did. Remember that stuff? Yeah. So I'm just saying. And also in the news today, wait, look here. This story came out. This guy is named Alan Parrott. No, that's him right there. The guy with the, I don't know if that's a head bandage or that's a turban. Whatever that is. But he now is coming up with a story about the death of bin Laden and Biden's involvement in that. Now, if any of this is true, this is bad for Biden. It's bad for him. And this guy says he has documents, he has audio, he has video, he has all kinds of stuff. And of course today, the guy that says he's the one that killed Osama bin Laden, and he knows who killed him because it was him, and he's out there protecting his territory. So, what the heck, everybody? Who's telling the truth here? And I hate conspiracy theories, everybody. I absolutely hate them. Can't stand them. But when you go to talk in Benghazi and you look at all the stuff that's been going on in our government, and the first thing I would say, to this guy is get rid. If you want to be taken seriously, get rid of the damn turban and the garb. I guess he spent so long in the Mideast, he's converted to some religion. I guess that's what that's all about. He says he's not worried about safety, that it's got a higher power that protects him. Well, I do believe in that, in the higher power. But there's a time you can step across the line, and a higher power takes his wrath out on you. Just saying, everybody. Just saying. So, you guys, I got to say hello to a few people in the chat line. Lori Bell, Randy, Chad Parker, how you doing? In Ontario, Canada. That's good. That's good. And there we go. So, we're depending on you guys to help us here. Now, when we will try our best to do a live thing whenever we go out on these protests. But I haven't been having much success with my GoPro and YouTube on the road. If you're not into a Wi-Fi channel that's got good signal, that's iffy. And I hadn't been able to get the hotspot on the between the phone and the camera to work. So, but we will take video. We'll take video. We'll get it posted. And this will be happening every evening somewhere. Dallas, Fort Worth, wherever. This will be happening. And you know, even if it's even really cool to make up a bunch of signs and get out on a corner and just raise hell. Kind of like the Trump supporters are doing, except for we're talking about raising hell at Nancy Pelosi and telling her to get her ass off the pot, and let's have some stimulus money. Let's have some stimulus money go after these people that need it, to these businesses that need it. We can't wait for them to play games. We're tired of the games. We're tired of the endless investigations. We're tired of it all. We're tired of crooked politicians that are there decade after decade after decade. And you know, the thing about it is, they'll tell you, well, you can term limit me at any time. You can vote me out. Well, that's true. But they know that they get reelected about, 85, 90% of the time. Because the incumbent has the advantage. So they know this. So they say that to you. They will never vote term limits. Unless we rise up and send people there with integrity that will do a term limits bill and pass it. Understand that the number of senators and congressmen right now, they're capped. We're supposed to have way more congressmen and senators than what we got. Well, in a way, it's great that they capped it. So just think about the amount of money that we would be throwing away on more than there already are. I think they're capped at, $450, something like that. But I do believe that in the day of the internet, the computers, everything else, they don't need to go home every weekend. We don't need to be flying Nancy Pelosi's ass from Washington, D.C., clear across the country to San Francisco every weekend. We don't need to be doing that. We don't need to be providing them with all these extra perks. And it's about time they live like the people. We realize it's expensive in Washington, D.C. They caused it. They caused it. All the lobbyists, all the people out there, all the money has been thrown around. It's one of the richest cities there is. And we're tired of supporting them. We're tired of supporting their staffs. We're tired of paying for their insurance. We're tired of paying for their tuition, their college tuition, their staffs. We're tired of all the perks they get, while we get the scraps. We get scraps, table scraps. We're tired of them robbing the Social Security. The list runs on and on. That's for sure. Sorry about that. I had to kill the sound. Had to cough. But this is where we're at today. These things just happened today, or some of it last night. I mean, let's see. This guy here, and then these people here, and then let's have some fun. And these people here. All this is exploding onto the scene right now. Now, it really should have been a month ago that this stuff comes out. Why it's happening just about 3 weeks before the election, as people are headed to the polls in Texas today. But aren't you tired of with the what we see going on in the Supreme Court? Aren't you tired of character assassinations? The plain ass meanness that we see going on? Aren't you sick of it all? I know I am. And I've been sick of it quite some time. I retired in 2004. And I sold everything out. I sold my motorcycle shop, sold everything. And now I started doing public. I started doing politics. Not full-time, but enough that it's almost full-time. And when we get to places like we are today, it is full-time. When it comes down to saving the country, it's full-time. And it shouldn't be that way for all of us, unless you just want to go ahead and just lay back and, well, whatever happens, happens. But for millions of us, we care about this country. We care about our Constitution. And really, that's what this is all about. Saving the country, saving the Constitution. Because without the Constitution, it's going to be chaos. And they're already trying that. That's the reason Nancy Pelosi's not going to sign a bill and put it before President Trump. The deal is she don't want millions of checks going out with his name on it. That's what she's concerned about. She's not concerned about you. She's not concerned about me. She don't give a damn about anybody but a damn party and their agenda. That's all she cares about. So I'm asking everybody, join us and pass the word. Join Stimulus for the People now. Let's get it done. Let's populate it, and let's spread the word all week. All week. Like I said, we start Monday night. We're going to be hitting one place after the other. And like I said, if we have to, we'll just stand on the street corner. We'll show you what it looks like. We'll show you what it looks like. We'll have our crew from Sons of Liberty Rise MC, how many ever that's not working, that is available, and how many people that might want to join us. And everybody's welcome to do that. Like I said, Monday morning, we will post where the first protest is going to be. That is, unless Nancy Pelosi comes to her senses and puts a bill on the president's desk. If she does not, it starts Monday night. That would be, let me see, I'm going to give you a date. Monday night would be October 19th. Write that on your calendar. Write it on your calendar. We're going to rock and roll, everybody. And like always, you got to make these things fun. And like always, got to keep it peaceful. Let's show them how to do it. We got Trump rallies, we got Trump rallies going on all across the country. Not only his rallies, we got car rallies, we've got boat rallies, we got all kinds of stuff going on. Let's have a rally for the stimulus money that the people deserve. It wasn't their fault that a China virus came into our country. And President Trump is right every time he says they should have told us about it, they should have kept it there. And so right now, today, there's also a battle going on with the WHO, the World Health Organization, and things that they've been saying. I don't know the ins and outs of it. I just saw it just a bit ago. And I know there's some controversy over the mask. And I'm sick about hearing about a mask. So, let's see. Let me read Chad Parker here. If you want to see what's going on in Canada, Rebel News on YouTube is the place to go. You want to see corruption, tyrannical government, we're going to be another Australia soon. And that's a good place to mention is Australia and what's going on there. It is crazy as hell. They're crazy as bedbugs. They're crazy as socialist bedbugs. Now, Australia is supposed to be a monarch, but really, hey, look, they've got socialist-style governments everywhere over there, and especially, I think the area is known as Victoria. They're out of their damn minds, and they're arresting people for not wearing masks or even talking about it on Facebook. It's crazy. And they want to bring that crap here. Really? Really? That's what you want? People are voting now. Please talk to everybody. Post on your Facebook. Tell them, hey, socialism is not the way to go. It is not the way to go. And these people are corrupt as hell. They are corrupt. And it's obvious to anybody that takes the time to look. So we want you to be informed. We want you to vote. We want you to demand that the far left and Nancy Pelosi get a stimulus package to the president. We don't need to wait till after the damn election. We need that money now. We need it now. So, Ghost Eagle, you're right. There has been people arrested here in this country for not wearing masks too, in liberal-run states and cities. Yes. They would love to do it here around Dallas and Fort Worth. They would love to do that, but I don't think they're going to go there. Because in most cases, Texans are just not going to put up with it. Now, they're canceling everything around. They canceled our state fair, and which should be going on now. And just think about it. They put all those people out of work. And many of them minorities. Because the state fair employs many minorities. It lasts 3 weeks, but hey, that's a much needed money. And it would have been much needed money right now. So really what's happening, their plan is to keep everybody poor and keep everybody in chaos and scream and run around like Chicken Little. The sky is falling. And none of that's true. We're going to come out of this. And Donald Trump is going to revive this economy. And Donald Trump is going to take on China and not sell us out like these two would or have been doing for decades. Decades. And this is a crack smoking dumbass that has managed to manipulate foreign companies, foreign governments into giving him millions of dollars. So just think about that. These people come to Washington. Joe Biden has never done anything else but be a politician. I don't know that he's worked for any law firm, ever. He's been on the public dole for 47 years, and now you want to make him president? Just think what he can do as president. The cheating, the selling of influence. We want that. We want that. And you know, there are others in line behind Joe Biden who are ready to do just that. You've got to be sick of it as I am. But like I said, guys, we'll be back on from time to time, even though I'm on the road. And so we've got a lot of work to do in 3 weeks. Number one, right now, or at least for us, is getting Nancy Pelosi, making her cave in and get a package done. Or even better, send the package now with money for the people and money for these businesses now, without all the extra crap for their socialist agenda. Because President Trump isn't going to accept it, and neither will we. Neither will we. But what we will do is we'll go vote, and we'll let people know about it. The thing they hate the most. The thing they hate the most is being exposed. And right now, they're in full panic mode over things that happened today. That's the reason Facebook and Twitter and all of them are trying to censor everybody. Censor the president, censor Kaylee, censor everybody that has some influence. And may censor us. I don't know. We'll find out pretty quick after this video is done, because we are live right now. But we're ready to take them on. And we're inviting you to join us. No matter where you're at. Hey, look, if you want to join us in protests across the country against Nancy Pelosi, telling her to get off her ass, guess what? We can all do this across the country, every one of us. Get you a group of 1, 5, 10, 20, 30, 100, however many people you can round up. Go down in front of a news station and just raise hell about it. It's that simple. You might get on the news, they might ignore you. But you're going to have video of it, and guess what? We can get it out there. It's like we said, everybody. You seen that picture of me with Breitbart. And Breitbart had pointed out to everybody out there. He said, you got one of these, you got one of those phones, turn it on. You're a man on the scene or a woman on the scene. You've got the ability to send something nationwide. And on this YouTube channel, we have almost 6,500 people. Just think of that. If everybody shares and it multiplies, that gets out to a lot of people. But this is going to be fun, everybody. We always like to have a good time while we're doing this stuff. Join us Monday night, October 19th. Stimulus for the people now. And so we'll post an event on Facebook Monday morning, and that will give you the place and time where we're going to be. And so let's rock and roll. Let's do it. Help pass the word. Share our video. Like us. And man, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And peaceful. We can do this and do it right. And everybody get home safe. Unless, well, I'm not going to say it. We've always managed, even when we were in Waco, and they were pointing AR-15s at us. It's true. They were. But we'll talk about that Tuesday with OG. That was quite the experience in Waco. Quite the experience. I generally don't like coming on after OG and I just did a show last night. So if you would, and you hadn't watched it, go watch Texas Biker Radio number 417. Yep. And I apologize for my speech. I had cancer here at the first of the year. They cut into my throat. Cut out a chunk of my tongue. So that's now the reason I talk the way I do. So I don't always get the words out clear, but I try my best. And it doesn't stop me from doing what I love, and that's riding motorcycles. And that's getting out there and raising hell about the things that are going on around our country and in our government. This is what we do. Sons of Liberty Riders MC, Texas Biker Radio, we are defenders of the Constitution and people who've had their constitutional rights violated. And that is going on right now at all levels of government and things that are happening to people out here by certain governments, whether it be state, whether it be federal, or whether it be your county, that's playing hell with our rights. With that, everybody, if anybody just joined us, I'm sorry we're fixing to sign off. Go back and watch the first. That's all I can say about it now. But if you don't have a motorcycle, buy one. It's great fun. And join us. You can ride with us anytime. Ride safe, everybody. Ride safe. Bye-bye.